Hello class 8, hope you all are good. Now children, today in this video we will continue the same chapter in biology, that is your health and hygiene. In last video we discussed about the communicable diseases, and today we will discuss what non-communicable diseases. Let's start the chapter. You have already read about communicable diseases, but what are communicable diseases? Which spread from one person to other person, right? But non-communicable diseases, the diseases which cannot be spread from one person to another, and they are not caused by any organism. Main causes of non-communicable diseases are either deficiency of one or more nutrients in the diet, or malfunctioning of any organ. Malfunctioning means when any organ is not functioning properly or normally, then it is called what? Malfunctioning of any organ. And okay, now there are different types of non-communicable diseases are there. First is your deficiency diseases. Deficiency diseases are caused by insufficient intake or total lack of important nutrients that are essential for the growth and maintenance of the body. Whenever there is a deficiency of any nutrient, either carbohydrate or proteins or vitamins or minerals, then our body suffer with a particular disease, and that disease is called deficiency diseases. For example, your Kwashiorkor and marasmus. Actually, Kwashiorkor is caused because of deficiency of protein in our diet, right? And marasmus is a disease which is caused due to the deficiency of protein and carbohydrate in our diet, right? And the same way, your even anemia is also a deficiency disease. Goiter is also a deficiency disease because goiter is caused due to deficiency of iodine. Anemia is caused due to deficiency of disease which is caused due to deficiency of iron in our diet. The same way, if night blindness is caused due to deficiency of vitamin A in our diet, right? So these are some deficiency diseases which are caused due to lack of important nutrients in our diet, right? Now next is your metabolic disorders. What are metabolic disorders? Metabolic disorders develop when some organs such as liver, pancreas, kidney, heart, they do not function normally. If they fail to function, then persons suffer with metabolic disorders or metabolic diseases. For example, diabetes. You have read in previous chapter that pancreas, it secretes an hormone insulin which control our sugar in the blood. And if this pancreas is not functioning well, if it will not secrete insulin in a proper amount, then persons suffer with diabetes. The same way, when our heart doesn't function well, then persons suffer with heart disorders. In the same way, thyroid disorders are there, and which causes number of diseases. So these are called what? Metabolic disorders. Now next is your genetic disorders. There are some diseases which a person gets from his or her parents. Actually, there are some diseases which transfer from parents to offspring, means parents to their children. And these diseases are called genetic disorders. A genetic disorder is a condition caused by abnormalities in genes or chromosomes, and they transfer from one generation to other next generation. For example, color blindness and hemophilia are two genetic disorders. And color blindness means a person is not able to distinguish between colors, right? In hemophilia, person it is also known as bleeder's disease. Why? Because blood doesn't clot. The person those are suffering with hemophilia, their blood doesn't clot, and that's why when due to small injury or small accident, these person may die because of excess bleeding. right? Okay, now next is your prevention of diseases. As we all know that prevention is better than cure, which is an old proverb, and which means that it is better to take the steps that prevent the occurrence of the disease in the body than to cure it after its appearance. So there are many ways to prevent the occurrence of diseases in body so that we can remain healthy, and these are: first is your articles of the daily use. Whatever the articles we are using in our daily life, such as our clothes, your hankies, towel, they should be cleaned and or disinfected regularly. Second, be careful always regarding personal cleanliness. Means we should take bath daily, right? And we should change our undergarments daily. And okay, now next is your food items exposed to the flies should not be used. Means we should always cover our food. We should not eat the uncovered food. The same way, drinking water should not be left uncovered, right? And teeth should be brushed after every meal. And next is your before every meal, we should wash our hands properly. Before eating food and after eating our food, so that what's happened, the germs cannot goes inside our body. And utensils, clothing and food articles of a patient should be always kept isolated. Keep your bathrooms, toilets clean and cover dustbins properly so that flies and other insects cannot breed on them, right? Now, never allow water to get collected in the pools and ditches around your house. Why? Because all of you know the mosquitoes, they always breed in stagnant water. Regularly change water from coolers because this promotes breeding of mosquitoes. Spraying of disinfectants and insecticides should be done in house time to time. And in case of someone is ill, proper medication should be given to that person for fast recovery, right? So we should follow these preventions so that we remain healthy. Now next is your immunity. This word I think you have heard a lot during these last few months, that if your immune system is strong, then you can easily fight against any disease, or if your immune system is strong, then you will not suffer with any disease. So what is immunity? Immunity is a resistance of the body against a specific disease is called immunity, right? And actually it refers to a body defense against a disease. Two types of immunity. One is your inborn immunity and second is your acquired immunity. Inborn immunity means which we have just by birth. Okay, because our body has a resistance against some diseases by birth. The same way, and another is your acquired means which we get during our lifetime. The immunity which we acquired during our lifetime, then it is called acquired immunity. It may be due to any by any infections or by vaccinations, right? So what is vaccination? Vaccination is the act of introducing vaccine into the body to produce immunity to a specific disease is called vaccination. And what is immunization? Immunization is a process by which a person becomes protected against a disease through vaccination is known as immunization, right? Next is your unhealthy habits. Actually, what are unhealthy habits? These are actually addiction of any substance like tobacco, alcohol and drugs. They are called unhealthy habits because they lead to mental and physical health problems. And in the starting, the people, they take these things for just for fun with their friends, right? But later on it becomes a habit for them, a tobacco addiction All of you know that people use tobacco in different forms, like smoking, bidi, cigarette, hubble double, that is a hookah. And chewing of tobacco can lead to oral means mouth, and throat cancer. Smoking tobacco also results in high blood pressure, respiratory problems, and in some cases lung cancer also. Right? Now next is your alcohol addiction. Actually, addiction of alcohol is also harmful for the health of a person, because excess of alcohol, it damages the liver and irritates the stomach. Alcohol may also cause serious damage to the nervous system. Same way, when people driving under the influence of alcohol, they have more chances of accident, because their judgment becomes poor on road due to less coordination among the body system. Right, now next is your drug addiction. A medicine is a drug which is taken by the people for the treatment and cure of diseases. But all medicines are drugs, as they cure us against infections. There are many drugs which are not medicines and are very dangerous for our health. These drugs are heroin, smack, marijuana, cocaine, opium. Consumption of any one of these drugs can lead to addiction, showing nausea, nervousness, and pain in stomach as symptoms. Due to habitual use of drugs, addicts find it hard to give up on drugs easily, and they suffer from variety of health problems and finally early death also. Apart from the health issues, these drugs also cause social and economic problems to their addicts. So children, keep away always yourself from these unhealthy habits or bad habits to remain fit and fine in your life. Okay, thank you children.